3:14 a.m. That was the timestamp on the first footage I wasn't supposed to see. My name is Leo. I was the new night shift security auditor at St. Jude's Memorial, a hospital closed for 10 years, but still monitored, still powered, still watching itself rot from the inside. My job was simple: review 12 hours of motion-triggered footage, flag anomalies, log them, usually rats, sometimes settling pipes. For 6 months, the only sound was the hum of my server rack and the click of my mouse. Then, on November 2nd, camera 7B triggered, the old East Wing Pediatrics corridor. The clip was 11 seconds long. The hall was dark, lit only by the emergency exit sign's bloody glow. At first, nothing. Then something darted from one doorway to another. Small, ragged, a child's shadow. My breath hitched. An animal. It had to be. I flagged it, typed probable fauna intrusion, and moved on. The next night, 3:14 a.m. exactly. Camera 7B again. The same shadow, but clearer. A small figure, maybe 7 or 8 years old, standing in the center of the hall, facing the camera. Its head was tilted. The resolution was too poor to see a face, just a dark smudge where one should be. It stood there for the full 15 seconds. The motion sensor didn't stop triggering. It just watched. Dread coiled in my stomach, cold, slick. This wasn't fauna. I pulled up the patient discharge logs for the East Wing, the final month before shutdown. Most were routine. One entry wasn't. Patient 7B-114, M. Chambers, pediatric long-term hold. Status: transferred. The destination field was blank. I cross-referenced municipal records. No death certificate. No transfer authorization. Michael Chambers, age 8, admitted for acute, unexplained insomnia. He never left the system. The following night, I was ready. Live feed on my main screen. 3:13 a.m. The hall was empty. The silence was so complete. I could hear my own pulse. 03:14. The emergency exit light at the far end flickered. And died. Then the next. Then the next. Darkness marched down the corridor. Click, click, click. Each plunge into blackness was followed by the soft whir of the camera servos, struggling to adjust. The darkness stopped just short of camera 7B. The feed went completely black. My console chimed. New motion tag, camera 7C, the pediatric playroom. Night vision engaged. The room was frozen in time. A dusty rocking horse, bloated picture books, a tiny table set for a tea party. In the center of the floor sat a figure, small, hunched. It was drawing on the linoleum with its finger. Doors, one after another. Then it looked up, not at the camera, at the doorway. A new sound came through the corridor audio, not from the playroom, from the hall. A slow, dragging shuffle, like something heavy being pulled across broken linoleum. The child stopped drawing. It hugged its knees. A shadow fell across the doorway, tall, misshapen. It didn't enter. It just stood there, blocking the exit. The small figure began to rock back and forth. A whisper filtered through the static. "I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here." The shadow leaned forward, its head tilted at an impossible angle. My hand froze on the mouse. This wasn't a ghost story. This was a crime scene, a loop, a patient never discharged, and something that stayed to keep him company. The next clip auto-loaded. Camera 7D, the nurse's station, 3:17 a.m. A nurse sat upright in a swivel chair, uniform pristine. Her face was a static blur, like a smudged photograph. One hand on the desk, the other holding a phone receiver. The intercom crackled. Room 114. Restraint check. The nurse didn't move. The dot matrix printer whirred to life. It printed one line. Audit log, 3:18 a.m. Patient present, staff present, all accounts settled. Every monitor went black. I saw my own reflection, pale, wide-eyed. Then the feeds reset. The hospital was empty. 3:19 a.m. I never filed a report. The system marked the anomaly resolved. But now, every night at 3:14, my personal phone vibrates, an app I never installed. St. Jude's Vigil. One message. Auditor present. Proceed with nightly review. And I do, because the night shift doesn't end until all accounts are settled. Somewhere in the dark, a child is still whispering, a shadow is still standing guard, and a nurse is still waiting for a call that will never come. My review isn't just a job anymore. It's my attendance record. And one night, the system is going to log me as present and permanently discharged.